Alright guys, we're back with another episode of How to RPG Maker 2003. And hopefully y'all learned something from the last episode. If not, go ahead and check it out. Rewatch it. It's really just explaining how the buttons work. Alright, so in this episode, what I plan on doing is clicking right there. I'm going to show you how to make a hero. So let's make our party size 1. Boom. I'm gonna delete everyone but the main guy. There you go. I got one guy right here. So we're gonna start with, who do you want your main character? Decide. Say you want him to be the samurai guy. This guy. This guy. This guy. Just think. I like this guy for a main character, so I'm gonna let him be the main character kind of thing. This is the guy my little brother likes to pick most of the time. I personally, I like to change it up, I like this guy, so we'll go with him. So there's his sprite, and where's his battle animation? It's probably fighter, I'm guessing. Hero, soldier, mage, monk, thief, pirate, elf, heavy armor, samurai, ninja, Chinese man. Okay. Alright, cool. Normal man 3. That sounds great. So now you've chosen what he looks like. Let's name him. We're going to name him... We'll name him Seth. Why? Because he looks like a Seth. I like that. We'll give him a title. We'll call him Brawler. Brawler. Bawler. Sorry. We're going to choose no class for him because I don't like choosing classes. But if I wanted to, I'd choose class. Anyway, so now that you got your hero, you got your name, you got your title, let's decide what kind of hero we want, okay? Do we want him to have 2 weapons, be able to hold 2 weapons? Do we want him to basically have a really good defense? Not be controlled by the main character at all. Not be controlled by you at all, player. Make it where you can't change his equipment. He's got what he's got, and that's what he's got. Nothing. Now he has nothing, and he will forever have nothing. Do we want him to be level 1, level 2, so on and so forth? So we got these options right here. We'll say that he normally lands a crit. Yeah, 30% chance sounds alright on crits. And we're not going to start him with any gear. He has no gear. Okay. His battle animation when unarmed is Punch A. So let's go to animations. Take a look and see what Punch A looks like. That's alright. Let's see what Punch B looks like. Nah. Punch C? Nah. Yeah, we'll stick with Punch A. Punch A looks good. Now, let's go ahead and decide what his stats are going to be. Click on stats. Now you see, you have all your basic stats right here. HP, MP, whatever. And you have this right here that actually does all this right here for you. I always choose average or below based off what kind of hero I want. So let's say he's the main character, right? He should have, you decide what kind of stats you want your main character to have. Most games nowadays in RPGs, they tend to have well-balanced stats across the party. The main character tends to be an all-around character, and they're not necessarily the main character as much as they're a character in the party who happens to be the main character. And so, normally they give them the same stats as any other person. But me personally, I like for the main character to have slightly higher stats or same stats as every other character in the group. So, average health, average MP, average attack, average defense, intelligence, and agility. Now, the only reason why you go above average or outstanding is say you have a character that has just the fastest speed on Earth. They're super speed machines, but they have very, 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 in fact, very, 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 very. Oops, sorry. There, that looks about right. Very, very low defense. And freaking, they have very low defense, and you can actually specify from level 1 accelerated red, yeah, duh, and now it's fixed. So now it's an actual arc. But yeah, you can be like, I want him to start with like no defense, so 1 defense at all, and I want by the end of the game him to possibly have, we'll say by the end of the game he has 111 defense, and it has an equal acceleration rate. There you go. You can actually decide if you want that acceleration rate to be where he actually gets strong early on rather than later on, so he doesn't really get very powerful as the game goes, or you could decide if you wanted it to be like slightly early on, or he has virtually no stats until in game. You know, a huge spike in game. You know, equal stats all around, obviously. So let's go with we want this character to have average stats. Oh wow, that's what average defense looks like. Yeah, I guess so. Average, 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 and average. Alright, so now all of the stats are average. Now you can choose for these stats to be slightly above average, you know, since it's the main character. So slightly above average attack and HP, and maybe intelligence. You know, 3 stats. But you don't want to go overboard. You don't want him to be like just overpowered. That'd be kind of stupid. So there's that. Alright, got your stats. Now let's go to your experience stat. This basically explains how much experience points they require to level up. So you got your primary, your secondary, and this thing. It's kind of like a slope. You know, it explains how the slope goes. So let's say I want the primary experience points to be like, yeah, you kind of need quite a bit of experience, and then have it kind of require, let's take the secondary down. So as you level up, it massively spikes to require way more and more experience to level up until you get to 99. Or you can basically say it doesn't require hardly any experience to level up, kind of thing. And leveling up is just that. Or you could just be like, boom. You know, level. Oh, it looks like. Oh wow, one experience points per level. Oh crap. Let's go with that. Hold on, let's load that just a little. All right, cool. So now every level requires 100 experience points to level up. You know, you start off with 0 requires 200, then 300, then 400, so on and so forth. There you go. Exactly 100 experience to level up per level, I guess. You can't really change that one, so lower it down. No? But whatever. But can't really change that, can I? Whatever. So start with that. That looks okay. But yeah, you can choose the experience points and how much is required to level up. So we got this guy. we'll say that he has average weakness and resistance to everything. And so let's go to system. As you can see, he's the first party member. And let's go to world map. Let's go ahead and pause this. Alright. And now the guy that we have made as our hero is now the main character of the game. You're walking around as him. Now he doesn't have to be the main character forever, obviously. You can, at certain points in the game, switch him out, so on and so forth. But yeah, that's character creation in a general. Let's go ahead and let's say you wanted more characters. Array size, let's say you wanted up to 10 characters. Now you got 10 characters, and you can decide what they look like, their battle animation, so on and so forth. So walk animation. Nope, not that one. Hero one. And then of course you choose their stats. I want this guy to have below average health, above average MP, below average attack, below average defense, above average intelligence, and then below average agility. And of course I can choose a class for him if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. You know, you can choose abilities, place them in, let's say you want them at level 1 to have the heal spell. Now he has the heal spell at level 1. At level 2 he has whatever generic fireball spell is. Let's see. Fire. Alright. Now he has that at level 2. Let's name him Mage Guy. Hey, I'm just a Mage Guy. And his title is I can't. It doesn't give you enough space to say that guy that casts fireballs. So his title is casts spells. That's his title. All right. Now you got a second party member. You can add him in story, or you can just start the game off with them. Let's go to system. Now you got both of them in the party at the very beginning of the game. Whenever you're walking around, and if you encounter a battle, that's who you'll have. Anyway, so yeah, that's how you create characters, adding weapons and so on and so forth. You can have as many characters as you want, but remember, the more characters you have, the more complicated it gets. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and call this an episode for now. Hold on. If you have not subscribed to the Nerd Still channel, please subscribe to the Nerd Still channel. Like this video, and of course, you know, tune in next time to see what tutorial we go for next. And you'll have a great evening. All right.